What do you do on Friday nights? Leave that one in the comments down below. Do you go to the dog park, walk your puppy? Do you go out to dinner or a bar with your friends? Maybe you wait in line for a haircut because you're gray and old like me. Or maybe you go for a run. Yeah, go for a run. Or maybe you go play with your drone because honestly, that is the most exciting part of my weekend. I love that thing. Me, typically after I clean the kitchen, I wait for my groceries to be delivered so I can start meal prepping for the next week. Turn down for what? Guys, having your groceries delivered, it's a game changer. Quick grocery haul here for you guys. As I've mentioned on the channel, I've been trying to make better choices with my meat selection, have a little bit better cuts. So I did get some organic chicken with no antibiotics. I got some of this filet Atlantic fresh salmon, which should be pretty good. This ground beef is amazing. I love this stuff. My favorite Greek yogurt, if you can't tell, I really like pickles. And I've also been trying to limit the gluten. So I got some gluten-free pretzels as well as some gluten-free bread. That one's gonna be interesting. We got rice cakes, of course. I love these eggs, the pasture-raised eggs, celery sticks, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, the cauliflower rice frozen. That stuff is awesome. Over here we have our fruit. We got some strawberries, blueberries, Cinnamon Shack's best cereal on planet Earth. My favorite waters, almond milk. Should last me about a week.
I stay at home on a Friday night, but something tells me that I'll be alright.
So here is the taco salad that I typically pack for lunch. We have 93.7 ground beef, corn and black beans with some cauliflower rice as well. And here we have Greek yogurt mixed with salsa. I'm gonna add that to each of these. And with this, I also have 1 serving of cashews or almonds. And that is gonna be my meal prep for the week. Kind of a late dinner tonight. It's about 9 o'clock. I have 4 whole eggs and a bag of cauliflower rice. Adds a lot of volume there. Feel like you're getting a lot of food. And then for dessert, I've got some sweet potatoes. So delicious. And I just started a new Netflix series. It's 10 episodes about Biggie and Tupac and how they never were able to solve the murders. I have a feeling I'm the only person that's ever gone from Friends to this. Just very diverse in my interests, I guess. So we went to a place called Houndstooth Coffee. It's one of those places where the atmosphere is a lot better than the actual coffee. It looks nice, it's not great. But I'm actually gonna head over to Juiceland, which is not a statement that I would typically ever make. But there's one thing there that they have that I think everyone should be drinking at least once, twice, 3 times, 5 times a week, depending on how much of a rich homie you really are. It's a little bit expensive, but it makes you feel so good. So go to Juiceland, get what's called, I think it's the Nani to Fear. It's got a bunch of good stuff in there, ginger, apple cider vinegar. You take it, and it's just like the health is pouring into your body. So all my OGs know my favorite pre-workout meal of all time. 3 servings of puff wheat cereal, and then we have poverty milk, which is just Pea Science Select protein. This is vanilla, my second favorite flavor besides the chocolate cupcake. Mix in some water, and then you have some protein on your cereal. This is so delicious. You guys ever have those days where you're getting into the gym and you're just like, all that I want to do is crush some weights. Like I want to punch them in the face. It's gonna be an amazing workout. Typically, this specific deadlift workout wrecks me. 6 reps, and I always feel awful. Usually, I'm not even able to hit the prescribed number of reps, but I started to reevaluate it and ask myself, was it really a physical challenge, or was I just not able to get over this mental hurdle? In the last few videos, I have talked about this book by David Goggins, Can't Hurt Me, and I cannot recommend this book enough. It is phenomenal. Everyone should read this. And in the book, one of the biggest takeaways for me was when he talked about mental calluses. We're all familiar with the calluses on our hands from lifting, and the reason that we have those is because over time our hands harden because our body adapts and it allows us to handle a heavier load. And it's the exact same principle from a mental perspective. The more you're able to push yourself mentally, the more of those mental calluses you're gonna build, and the more you're gonna be able to get out of yourself, because you're gonna be able to go to places you didn't even know you were capable of. And just keeping that one thing in mind throughout this workout, I was able to hit it no problem, really without much effort. I was able to complete all my reps, and I'm gonna be applying this to things much more important than lifting in the gym, but it's something that I want to share with you guys because I think it's such an important concept. Guys, it's 85 degrees, it's sunny, it's perfect, and it is snowing back home. At least that's what they tell me. I do not miss that, guys. I do not miss that at all. I miss my friends, but the weather, I mean, you just can't put a price on how good of a mood this kind of weather puts you in. So I'm gonna capitalize on this nice day and get all of the shopping that I've been putting off for the last 3 months. I'm gonna get all that done with. And I used to hate shopping because I didn't like to waste money. Now I hate shopping because I don't like to waste time. There's so many other things I would rather be doing. I'm gonna just knock it out this afternoon and we are gonna be done worrying about it. Just a quick lunch break with my friend over here. I don't know if it's socially acceptable to go out to a restaurant by yourself, especially talking to a camera. So that's probably the most odd part, but honestly, it's kind of peaceful. This is the Grand Lux Cafe. It's in the Domain. This place is amazing if you guys are ever in this area. Drink of choice every time, Moscow Mule, except it doesn't have the copper mug, so that's kind of interesting. And you always replace whatever vodka they try to put in there with Tito's every single time. The only taste test that's gonna matter in this video. Yeah. That's a good mule. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can really tell how big this salad is, but it is huge, which is why I love this place. It's got chicken, black beans, tortilla strips, so flavorful. I got the dressing on the side there, so I'm gonna dig into this. It's like 3 o'clock. This is my first real meal of the day. So it's a little bit ironic that I live here in this area because everything around me is pretty much social hour. You know, there's bars, restaurants. You would come here to go out with your friends and hang out, and I'm more of a lone wolf, as I'm sure you guys have noticed by now. It is not uncommon for me to go entire weekends without seeing anybody. And to add to the irony, one of my most popular videos ever is called Lifestyle of a Loner, which let me know that I am not alone. The reason people watched that video and liked it so much is because it resonated, they could relate, and it just goes to show that there's a lot of people out there like me, like you, more than likely, like watching this video. And I think one of the biggest things for me to realize is being a loner is not synonymous with being lonely. If you're an introverted person, you're going to get your energy from being alone. Not to say that you want to be isolated your entire life, but there's something to say about someone that can make themselves happy and find enjoyment out of, you know, going out to lunch with themselves, not always being around a bunch of people if that's your personality type. I think in some people's minds it's just a bad stigma of being a loner, but really I would say there's nothing inherently bad about it at all.
I wouldn't be standing alone tonight. I wouldn't be standing alone tonight.
Okay, my OGs are going to remember this. I found this at the grocery one day back in Cincinnati, and it is one of the best purchases that I've ever made. Alexia cauliflower risotto. Check out the macronutrients on that. I love this because it's a little bit higher in fat, lower in carbs. This is gonna be like my appetizer. Okay, we have the risotto that I'm about to eat in a second, and then we got the bro food over here. So we have our chicken thighs that I bought last night, asparagus, and sweet potato. This is gonna be delicious. And we also have another very, very good book. You don't need a title to be a leader. Highly suggest everyone read that one as well. Can someone in the comments tell me what is risotto and why is it so good? It's just like cheese and cauliflower, but for whatever reason, I love this stuff. Guys, I'm becoming a master chef right before your eyes. I actually cooked all of this at the same time, even though I know it's a terrible idea. I think it came out okay. We did 450 for about 25 minutes. I'm gonna have one piece of chicken and I'm gonna have all of this goodness over here. Let me show you guys why chicken thighs are superior to chicken breasts. I don't know if you guys can even see it on camera because that autofocus sucks, but how juicy this chicken is. Just look at that right there. And it only has 6 grams of fat compared to chicken breast, which is about 3 grams. So not, I guess it's double, but still, it's worth it in my opinion. So as you guys can see, I am making better food choices, and overall, I feel so much better. And I have a lot less cravings, which is an issue I think a lot of people have. But if you just implement some of those types of foods, I bet you that would do the trick. Your blood sugar isn't gonna be going all over the place. But you guys kind of saw, that's what it is. Friday night to Saturday night. It's nothing too crazy. Some people would look at this and say you live a boring, lame life, but honestly, I don't mind it at all. I just do what makes me happy. And you know, I don't need to be around a million people all the time. Obviously, I want to go out and see friends and hang out from time to time, but if there's a weekend like this, I have no issues with that. I'm just a guy that just wants to be healthy, work out, and just do the things that make me happy and bring me satisfaction. I am not here to appease anybody else. So if someone else has a problem with it, that's perfectly fine. I think a lot of us are probably in the same boat. I'm not here to put on a show for anybody. But this is how we're gonna end the video. Thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. You could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like. I haven't even asked you to do that in this video yet. I would really appreciate that, and I look forward to talking to you guys next time.